guessing like 185 of skinny fat.
Nah, 200 pounds.
No,
pure
you're
muscle.
not. You're not 200 pounds right now.
I am.
There's no way you're 200 pounds. You don't have nearly enough muscle mass.
You sound jealous.
No, how much do you actually weigh? Is you weigh around 185?
20.
No, you don't.
Yeah, not accounting for the extra bone in my foot.
That's a good point. Dang, those shoes are so muddy.
Yeah, today was...
You ate shit?
Oh, yeah. At the park with my dog. It's been raining out in L.A.
Yeah.
Went to the little park. And it's just a baseball field. So, you know, like half the field is just a dirt thing. It was like quicksand. I couldn't step in that shit. Busted my ass.
And you just fell face first?
I mean, not... Yeah. Well, I fell on my back. I rolled around. It was like a movie. It was like I was like a Disney villain. I couldn't get my footing right. That was luckily nobody else goes over there because it's abandoned baseball field.
I wish I could have seen that. CNU Fall would be so funny.
God.
Were you like mad?
I was, but I made sure in case someone was watching, I tried to make it look like I was having a good time. Like I was like, oh, Kobe, I fell. No, like I was like,
you started playing in the mud. You're like splashing it.
I was having fun with it, but inside I was like, you fucking idiot.
Oh my God, dude! Today I almost hyperextended my knee. I was walking, and same thing. It was like it was wet, and I was in Crocs, and I stepped, my foot slipped forward, and my knee like hyperextended, and Shupe was right next to me, and I was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I tried to like laugh it off, and my knee was like hurting.
Yeah, that's a scary one.
Oh, dude,
that's a funny one.
Hyperextending sucks. This happened to me today. This is worse. This is much more embarrassing than what happened to you. So I was taking out the recycle, and we have this like little like recycle bin, and I was dumping it upside down in the dumpster, and there was still trash stuck at the bottom. Like there was bags, and there's like these two little holes like this big, at the top of like on the sides of the trash up top. So I put my finger in there to try and like knock the trash down that was stuck. I got my finger stuck in there and I was trying to push it down. So like, oh, what the hell? So I got the trash out and I was like trying to pull it out. And so I had to walk back to the apartment with like holding the trash
you don't want to
with my finger was stuck in. Like my finger was stuck inside the trash can. Like the little trash can I had. So I had to walk back with my finger stuck.
That's gross.
And it hurt. It wasn't gross, but it hurt because it's all like recycled stuff in there.
You were fingering a trash can, figured.
Yeah, and my finger got stuck. So I get back to the apartment. I tell Shupe, we got a problem. My finger's stuck. So we get out the baby oil, and I put that like all over my finger to try and get my finger out. It does not help. My finger's still stuck, and it's like starting to hurt. And I'm like, ugh. So I get, Shupe's like, I don't know. Well, can you try and like do something else? And I'm just like, give me scissors. I'm just gonna break it. I'm breaking this whole thing. So I cut like along the whole trash can, and I get it to where like it breaks along the side of where the little hole is. And so I tried to like spread it apart to get my finger out and just started pinching my finger. And I'm like, ah! And then I finally get my finger out. By that time, I'm so mad. And I'm just like taking out. I'm like, I'm done recycling. I'm not recycling anymore. You recycle. It's funny too. Because like yesterday I told her.
It also does nothing. It means nothing.
That's what I was telling her yesterday. I'm like, you're the one who wants to recycle. I don't want, because our recycling is like across the property. We're literally on the opposite end, like the opposite corner of the property. And I'm like, I'm done taking out the recycle. I'm like, if you want to recycle, you could take out the recycle. I'm just taking out the trash. And then today I was taking out the recycle, and that happened. So when I get my finger out, I'm like, I'm done recycling. You can recycle it.
I should mention I am very big into recycling.
You are? Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm big into recycling. I'm very anti-trash. I don't like littering, all that dumb shit.
Yeah, I don't litter, but I'm done recycling there.
You still got to do it. Just in case.
Not after today, dude. Not after I got my finger stuck in the trash.
I treat recycling like God. I don't think it exists, but just in case.
You don't think God exists? What the hell happened to you, dude?
I'm on the fence. I'm agnostic.
God, you used to be. I thought you were a fucking proud Jew.
Yeah, but you know how many Jews are like atheists? Being a proud Jew is like being a proud Mexican, I guess. You don't got to be. You can just be the thing.
Dude, Kanye's right about you guys.
Yeah, we're awesome. We control all the shit. I'm Kanye'd out.
Yeah, you care about the material world.
I mean, he dropped that track. We're back.
Oh, was it good? I heard like the preview.
It was a masterpiece. It's yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. R. Kelly's dropping hits.
Yeah, that was.
How do you hear any of those lyrics?
Yeah, that's been his style for the last like.
God, it's so good. It's so good.
I went back and listened to Trap in the Closet.
Yeah.
I went back and like listened to like it's like 45 parts.
Yeah.
And it ends with like somebody fucking a midget.
Yeah, coming out of the little fucking
it just insane.
Yeah,
it's obvious this man was not all there.
It's so funny though. He's like he has lyrics about like define what a sex slave is.
Yeah, I'll be right here when you get back.
Oh my god, this is so funny. What's crazier is Shabumi's like, because she doesn't listen to R. Kelly at all anymore. She used to be a big fan. I was like playing this. I was playing it, and she's like, no, she's like, this is actually old. This was out like 4 years ago. It leaked. So she like was on. She like knew it when she heard. She's like, "Oh no, I've heard this like 4 years ago."
Also, I remember he was on like a live stream, and it was like a 20-minute live stream, and that was playing.
Yeah,
and I remember the whole time I was like, I'm impressed that he's able to. It's a long-winded like rhyme scheme.
Yeah, it's 19 minutes. But then he dropped. It wasn't just that. He dropped like a full like hour-long album.
You got to adjust the title.
Yeah, you got. I admit it.
That's rough.
God, so funny. I love my favorite lyric. I think was I admit I love Steve Harvey. It's a crazy lyric.
You gotta love Steve. I don't know. A lot of crazy news. Brittany Griner's back. Our girl.
Yeah, we got rid of the.
We're woke, so we're happy she's home.
What is he? The dealer of death or something?
Something like that. The merchant of death.
Merchant of death. I was gonna do today's topic on him, but I couldn't find enough stuff.
I was also gonna look. I looked up. I found some stuff on him. That guy's a wild boy.
Yeah.
He's like, if you tie his weapons back to him, he's responsible for over like 60,000 deaths just like by himself. He's a wild boy.
Damn.
And now he's back home.
Yeah. Amen, dude. Thank God for freedom.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we needed women's basketball to have their...
Dude, that's what we need. If there's something that could save America right now, it's women's basketball.
Before the podcast, I mentioned this. It was I got like a news article from ESPN, and it was like Brittany Griner's back home. She's amongst her teammates. Her first move back on the court is a dunk, and it was like a feel good moment. It's like, yeah, that other guy's back home too, and his first moment is going to be plotting America's demise.
His first move is
his first explosion is going to be at the WNBA's tip off next fucking season. Like, I don't know. It is crazy that like Arms either got traded for a fucking basketball player.
Yeah, terrible. People said this so many times. Terrible trade.
And one that I actually watched WNBA. I because I'm from CT. We got a team, Connecticut Sun. Shout them out. But the whole team was trapped in like Iran or something. All right, that's a wrap on the team.
Yeah, it looks like we don't have a team anymore. Was she on the Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix Mercury. With Diana Taurasi.
Why do you know all these ladies?
UConn legend. UConn. Connecticut girls. What the best college sports team in the world?
Best women college sports team is what you're saying.
Connecticut girls is more dominant than Alabama.
That's crazy to say.
If you look at the numbers, it's true. Gino Auriemma is the greatest college coach ever. Maybe John Wooden. But if we're looking at it's Gino.
I could coach female college sports.
You couldn't do it, all right?
Yeah, I could.
Those girls are...
You have to teach them I could teach them how to dribble.
They're crisp on fundamentals, okay? Their layups are sharp. They make great passes, all right? The hustle is there. Some tough, nappy-headed hoes.
What level of female basketball you think you could play?
What do you mean?
Like college, pro, high school?
I played against a bunch of WNBA players, like retired or... How
much better were they than you?
Not at all.
Were you better?
Of course, yeah. No, every high school player, like, when I was a freshman, they'd have the freshman kids or a freshman team would scrimmage against like the varsity girls team, just because that's like and we would bust their ass. And they would get all pissed off. Like,
yeah, that's how it goes. Do you see the clip on? There was like
which is horrible. Now that I think about it, horrible for development for both sides. For the girls team, it's like, yeah, you guys suck. These fucking freshman kids are whooping your ass.
Yeah.
And then for the boys, like for us, it was bad because it's like you're giving us false confidence. We're like, yeah, look how good we are.
Yeah. Dude, I saw
play boys our age and let me finish my fucking thought.
I thought you were done.
God damn. Go ahead. My bad.
No, go. You go ahead.
I am done now.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. I saw a clip on Instagram or TikTok or something where it was the same thing. It was like high school, the girls team versus the boys team. And it was just like 3 turnovers in a row. And the guys are like, it's all like one straight shot where it's like, guys steal it, go down. One guy just dunks on a fast break. They immediately steal it again. Comes out, throws it off the backboard. Someone jams it. It's so funny.
I saw something the other day on TikTok, and this is how I was like, I'm a little sexist, but it was the girls soccer team from like Ole Miss, and they were having a penalty kickoff versus like the boys baseball team. So the girls soccer team is doing a soccer thing versus the boys baseball team, right? And they start off, and the girls off to a fast start, and they go up like 5-0 and I'm like, this is bullshit. It's rigged. It's obvious. And the boys ended up winning in the end. I was like, all right, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, they learned how to play soccer in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and that's all it took. I mean, you've read the things where like the U.S. national team
lost the high school boys or whatever it was.
All the time.
Yeah. God, we're just so much more athletic.
We're when it comes to that stuff, if there's a childbirth competition, we're gonna lose.
Men could do it now. Actually,
I forgot about
it's weird. It's sexist now to say that women are better at giving birth than men.
Damn, what was that the other day that I saw? I saw that it was like some news article where they were talking about like women's death, like pregnancy deaths or whatever.
Yeah.
And the lady like refused to say women. She was like people who get pregnant, as opposed to saying women who get pregnant. She was like people who get pregnant. And the guy was like, I don't know, we can't have a conversation if we're woke, so we don't get involved in those conversations.
I was watching that like gender documentary yesterday, and it was with Katie Couric. It's on Disney Plus, and she was talking to like some gender studies guy, and she's like, "Oh yeah, so you have something called the I kind of teach gender." It was like a gingerbread man, but she's like, "Yeah, you call it the genderbread man," and he's like, "Actually, it's genderbread person," and she's like, "Oh, sorry, yeah," and they were like, "I'm like, this is so goddamn stupid, dude."
It all started with Mr. Potato Head. Remember they made him
trans or something?
Yeah. Once Disney folded on that, it was like everything is.
It's done, dude. Disney gave in.
Everything is
now everyone's trans. We've fallen.
We're all trans.
How the mighty have fallen, dude.
It's a spectrum, right? I don't know. So
the spectrum of being trans. I thought that was autism.
I think it's all. Isn't trans a sexuality?
Is that a spectrum now too?
Sexuality, yeah, isn't it?
Oh yeah, maybe you're right.
That's a conspiracy we should dig into.
That's a conspiracy. Is sexuality a spectrum? God, yeah, dude. Autism's a spectrum. I know that.
This is a hot start to the podcast.
This is hot, dude. Sexuality, autism.
Oh, I mean, before we get into it, we gotta shout out Estonia.
Estonia, dude. Shout out Estonia. They probably do it right over there.
We've joked that we have like 10% of our listeners from Estonia because of the analytics. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Neither one of us knows where the fuck Estonia is. And then someone DM'd us the other day. They DM'd the page and they're like, "Yo, I love this fucking podcast. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. I listen to this all the fucking time." And it turns out it was our one fan from Estonia.
Our one Estonia listener. Hell yeah, dude. The best guy. Dude, they're doing it right in Estonia for sure.
Best flag.
They have 2 genders there.
Besides Jamaica, they have the best. They have the coolest looking flag. Their flag is dope.
Oh yeah,
the gray and blue and white or whatever.
Yeah,
dope flag.
That was the one that I was saying looks like what the straight flag would be.
Yeah, if there was one. Yeah,
if there was a straight flag,
which is why I love it so much.
Yeah, it might be the straight flag. I'm gonna just start wearing the Estonia flag.
I'm gonna start repping Estonia. I'm gonna play. Play the national anthem to end this podcast.
The Estonian national anthem.
I was reading up on them because I wanted to spit some facts on them.
Yeah,
I mean it's a small nation. They're over by Russia. It's one of those places, but it's not. It's independent from Russia.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's its own place. So if Russia tries anything, let us know.
We'll get them, dude.
Don't try any of that bullshit, Russia. You keep your faggot ass to yourself. Unless Estonia wants it, in which case,
I
don't know the geopolitical situation over there, but don't fucking try
it. Oh God, dude. Yeah. Would it be cool? Speaking of Russia, would it be funny to go to Brittany Griner's basketball game in Russia jerseys? Like Russia soccer jerseys, and just be like, "Boo! You suck."
We're number one. Like hold up signs and shit. I mean, there's gonna be security. Like it's probably knocking all that shit down. It's crazy how this is going to bring the most eyeballs to the sport ever.
Yeah.
People are going to, and it's only going to last a week. People are going to tune in to be like, all right, what was the big fuss about? Why we had to get this bitch back home?
Yeah.
We're going to watch one game for like one half, but all right,
she has to go off now.
Yeah, go for 30 points. There's no number. She could break Will's record. There's no number that's going to top. There's nothing. It was a bad trade.
Yeah. There's no way she's going to play well, dude. She's been in Russia in prison for however long. This isn't America prison where you can play basketball with your friends.
They offered her a team.
In Russia?
That was one of the. They said instead of like jail time, like you have to play for like a team.
They were Space Jamming her.
Yeah.
They almost Space Jammed her, dude.
And she refused. She said nah. So
damn,
just a big ass bitch in a jail cell.
Damn, I would have played for sure, dude. I would have been Michael Jordan Space Jam.
Oh yeah, I'd have threw some shots up. Yeah. I'd have gave lessons to the other teammates, all that shit.
Yeah, dude, you would have been boys with Putin.
Also, I don't know. She's whatever. She went to Baylor. So I'd fuck her. When she was in college,
Gaylor.
They had a big beef with UConn because she was 6'8". Her team obviously was fuck her. I've had a rivalry with this bitch for a long time. I'm not ecstatic she's home.
Damn, dude, that's fucked up. That's sexist to you, dude.
Is it? She's pretty much a dude.
That's true. Never mind.
I've met her in person. Her hands are twice the size of mine. She gave me a handshake and her fingers reached my elbows.
Do you think you'd beat her in a fight?
Am I allowed weapons?
No.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah.
If she had big hands, if she balls her fist up and she catches you with one of those, I don't know. She also beats up her wife, and her wife takes those hits. I could probably take those hits.
Yeah. I'm sure she throws.
We fought
it
all
doesn't
this.
matter how big a girl is; they still throw punches like girls. She's like, ah!
It's crazy how we fought. We brought back a domestic abuser.
Yeah. Wow.
That was the safest her wife has ever been.
Yeah. Her wife's like, oh yay, she's home. She have a black eye tomorrow.
She's like, bitch, why did you get me back faster? You're gonna work harder for me to get home.
Damn. Did she beat her wife? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They used to be on the same team, and then they had.
They're both athletes.
They both play basketball. Yeah. They both play girls basketball. Yeah. And,
okay, then that's not domestic abuse. Then that's
just two teammates having a dispute.
Yeah.
and they brought her home with them. They couldn't. I told you that was a bullshit check.
I wonder what the fight was about.
Didn't have a proper pick or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah.
She didn't run the play properly. I don't know. And then Brittany got exposed in the post, and she didn't like that.
Imagine being on the same team as someone you're dating or married to. That would be terrible, dude.
Or it could be cool. Ken Griffey was on the same team as his dad.
Were they dating?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's 80s. Everyone's fucking You've seen those clips where they both get the back-to-back home runs? You don't watch baseball, do you?
Yeah, where there's the clip where he runs in front of his dad to catch the pop fly and that. Yeah.
Do you watch baseball?
Baseball. I am 12.
God, this podcast sucks.
This is dumb.
This podcast.
Dude, should we get into the fucking...
Let's get into the topic.
Should we get in the meat and potatoes of it?
I have no idea. How are you going to follow up Griselda?
Griselda, dude? I'll tell you how I'm going to follow up Griselda. Have you heard... I was trying to think of someone who would be funny to say, but not actually do the topic. Who would have been a... Have you heard of...
You want me to write your joke for you?
Yeah, write my joke. You can pitch me a joke real quick.
Can you tag up this joke for me?
Have you heard of Felipe Espinoza?
That sounds vaguely
AKA the Axeman of Colorado.
Ooh, no, okay.
He's so he is possibly the first. What?
This is a murderer.
Yeah, he's possibly the first ever like Wild West serial killer.
Okay, all right.
Spooky.
Felipe, what's his last name?
Espinoza.
Okay, so one of you guys.
Yeah, he's a
no good.
He's a bad hombre, dude. This is a bad hombre.
He's not one of the good ones. Not one of the best ones.
No, they're sending over the worst one. This is who Trump was talking about when he said they're bad hombres. It was guys like this. But then again, he wasn't sent over. It was he was just at his land, and then there was a war and they took it.
This was before they had freedom. This is before America stepped in.
Oh, my freaking... Sorry, I'm getting a wedgie, dude.
Why do you wear the tightest of shorts and then you flash me every single time?
I had to fucking adjust my shorts, dude.
Stop wearing your little sister's shorts. Buy shorts in the men's department. I can't wait till one day you blow your shit out
Dude, if it was gonna be a day, it would be today. Because yesterday I had these. Before we get back to the topic of fucking this, I had 3 bags of marshmallows, and there were these zero sugar marshmallows, and they had like all this fucking chemicals and stuff in it, and they were good. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude. There's only like 90 calories per bag. I was just crushing them.
Damn, that does sound good. But that just sounds like dude, marshmallows are just like fluffy bullshit.
Destroyed my stomach till 4 a.m. I was just in the bathroom, just couldn't stop.
Sometimes that's fun when you fuck up your stomach a little bit. You just have bad gas.
Yeah, that was nice. It started off nice, and then when it was like,
just funny.
When it was like 8 hours later, and I was like, God, it won't stop. Yeah, but that was
I wonder if that happens to like animals in the woods or whatever. Where like they're just like,
God damn, my fucking belly! I shouldn't have had that fucking squirrel.
They're just stomping on the ground like,
oh, it hurts.
All right, Felipe
Espinoza, dude. So he was born in 1827 in New Mexico, and he was the oldest of five kids.
He's the oldest of five kids.
Oldest of 5 kids.
Okay.
Just 5, not 55.
Well, he's Mexican, so 5'5".
Oldest of 55 kids.
Well, I thought you were saying 5'5", like the height, like they're all 5'5".
He's the oldest of a bunch of 5'5" kids.
That does sound like a Mexican family. Just a bunch of 5'5".
Yeah. That's a good sized Mexican family, dude. That's a big family.
It's a bunch of giants.
Oh fuck. I don't want to lose that. So it's him. The 2 people we're going to be talking about in this story mostly are him and his brother Vivin, who was born in 1831.
He was 4 years later.
Yeah, 4 years younger than his brother.
Vivin is how you would pronounce that with a nice Mexican accent.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, so he's born in, was Mexico a state already or not?
Yeah. So this is before the Civil War, or like the war with America.
That's not what I asked you at all. I said, is this before New Mexico was a state?
Yes.
Okay. What the hell response was that? Is this before New Mexico was a state?
This is before they fought and like America took the fucking land. It's before that.
You said the Civil War though.
Oh, sorry, not Civil War. I meant the fucking Mexican-American War.
God.
The Civil War comes up later in this.
Wasn't it like 1810?
Mexican-American War was 1846 to 1848.
Okay, well, teach me something. 2 years. That's all it took was 2 years.
Hey, what's up?
Kobe. Well, we gotta wait for him to chill out.
What?
Wait for him to calm down.
Kobe, you freaking buffoon.
I gotta give him a bath.
What did I just say?
You just said it took 2 years to whoop Mexico's
so he's
ass.
born 1831. Both their parents are farmers. So at this time, the like education in that area isn't great, but both Felipe and Vivin they're able to read and write. So they got a little bit of education.
Okay.
Felipe was always kind of like known with everyone, like all his the neighbors and everyone in the area, that he had a pretty bad temper.
So like the rest of you people, he's a fiery boy.
Yeah, he's a fiery. He's always fired up. And then
this sounds very Mexican so far. Just a big family or whatever. Migrant work, or I added that last part. Farmers. Yeah, work in the fields or whatever. And he's quick to anger.
Yeah, quick to anger, slow to judgment. No, quick to judgment. So then the Mexican-American War happens, 1846, 1848. That's happening, and after that,
all right. So he's like 19.
He's like 15. Yeah, 15.
If he's born 1827, how the fuck is that?
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of his brother. Yeah, 19.
Okay,
my bad.
All right.
After that, apparently his temper got like even worse because now the U.S. acquired the land that they were in Mexico, and he looks at them like, okay, these guys are they're taking our land. They're kind of they're like this overarching power that he hates now.
Yeah, the conquistadors.
Yeah,
he's probably like, not again. What the fuck?
So he hates these guys.
That must be tough. Like that people come to your land. Like they didn't just like they come to your land and then they actually beat you in a fight for it. And
yeah,
it's like, now it's ours.
That sucks. They do like that one thing you sent me today. They lost with home field advantage.
Yeah, that's
not
rough.
even the home field advantage helped.
It was very funny though.
So Felipe and his brother were both Vivian were both members of the Holy Brotherhood of the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, which is like this is Catholic group. So they're very religious.
All right. It's a powerful name, the Holy Brotherhood of our Lord Jesus Christ.
The Holy Brotherhood of the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a long ass fucking name. So then there's not like too much known about him or his brother when they're young. That's kind of like all we really get of them. But we pick up 1854. Felipe is 27 years old.
Okay.
And he decides that he wants to get married. But in the area where he's living, he's not having too much luck. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to head south. I'm going to go find myself a wife in the south. So he heads down to a village in the south called Cochiti. And down there, he finds these two lovely girls.
So he's in Mexico now. Like Mexico now.
Yes. So he Kobe, you son of a gun. So he travels down to the wait a sec. Cochiti. And so he's like, yo, I need a wife. I'm gonna head down to Cochiti. He heads down there and he finds two lovely ladies. Secundina, who's 17, and Eugenia, who's 11.
Your accent is horrible. I just want to say that.
Secundina.
Okay. That was nice.
And Eugenia. And I don't like just throwing random words in with an accent. It feels weird to me. It feels forced. I feel like I'm someone who's faking.
Well, this feel natural. This is your native tongue.
Shut up, dude.
These are your people.
Okay, true. That's a good point. So he goes down, he finds those two lovely women, and he abducts them. Classic move. Classic.
For your people, yeah.
Bad
That's what
hombre. You did bad hombre move right there. So he almost immediately sets Eugenia free, the 11-year-old. He's like, you know what, you go.
Wait, how old are these people?
11 and 17.
Holy shit, okay.
So he sets the 11-year-old free. 17.
I mean, to grab her in the first place is kind of wild.
Yeah, he had a moment of weakness. He just was grabbing. You know when you like go to the grocery store when you're hungry and you're just grabbing everything? He went shopping for a wife when he was horny. And he's like, get 17, 11, come here. And he just ran off with him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
and,
maybe she had like a little mustache or something. Sometimes Mexican girls, they could be hairy, so it could be.
That's true. He might have been like, oh yeah, she's old. She has a mustache.
She has armor. She has hair on her forearm.
Yeah, she's pregnant. Yeah, she's old. So we set her free almost immediately, but he kept Secundina for a few days, and
like raping her. Or?
Well, he was. It doesn't say raping, but it says he was physically and mentally abusive to her. So I don't want to assume. But
he did use his power.
Whatever, he wasn't being nice to her. That's for sure. So, but after a couple days, she escaped, and she went back to her family. Felipe tracks her down. This is when her dad gets involved. This is the craziest thing. Her dad sees Felipe, sees what he's doing, sees how crazy this dude is. He's scared of him, so he convinces his daughter to marry him.
Damn.
He's like, yeah, just go marry this guy. Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry.
Damn. That's rough.
Imagine how much you have to be that much of a coward. We're like, no, go with this guy.
Well, were they looking for her for the time that she was gone? Like,
didn't seem like it.
That's rough.
Yeah. So, they end up just getting married.
Especially if it was your dad. Like, that's supposed to be like the man to protect you.
Yeah, you finally make it home. You're like, oh, thank God. And he's like, no, you should go back.
Nothing we could do.
This guy's fucking nuts.
This guy's insane. You might as well just do what he says.
Yeah, dude.
Why'd you come back here? Why'd you endanger all of us?
Imagine those Thanksgiving fucking get-togethers, dude.
I mean, the whole family probably just eats with their head down and like, just waits for. That's tough. God damn. It is funny though to like that. I guess that's all you could. Like back then, that's all you could do. Like when she escaped, she was like, "All right, I'll just go back home." And that's like just live the rest of my life. I don't know. Like I can't go to the police. I can't like.
Yeah, this is a Wild West, dude.
Yeah, no one cares. There's nothing. Just go. All right, my bad.
He didn't break any laws. He just kidnapped me and was mean.
Yeah, he just caught me slipping. That's my fault.
That's technically legal. So yeah, they ended up getting married, and they have 3 kids together.
Okay.
So
small family.
Maybe he got very small family, tight knit group. Maybe he got nicer to her, dude. Who knows? But I can't assume it was the best marriage.
I don't think you have to be nice to have kids. I think, especially if you're raped. So what are the age? What's the age range of the kids?
I didn't see the age range of the kids. It does, like everything I looked at. There's not too much. Most of the information I have on him is like being on the run and doing the murders and stuff.
Well, hopefully he was a good dad, but it doesn't sound like
it. Doesn't sound like he was the best dad. And a lot of times he's not with his family. He's on the run, which I'll get into. It's mostly him and his brother together. So 1858, him and his family moved to San Luis Valley in southern Colorado. And they moved into a little farmhouse.
Okay.
You're chilling there. Felipe's a brick maker, and his brother's with him too, Vivian, and he was a farmer. And then in 1861, the American Civil War happens.
So I was going to ask, so this is all before slavery ended, and they're Mexican. Were they having any issues? Like, I don't know how Mexicans were treated.
It didn't, not like slave issues, but there is definitely like racial tension between like the white people and the Mexicans.
But they're like, he's allowed to own a house, he's allowed to have like a job, he's like, people just don't like him in the neighborhood kind of thing.
Yeah, but a lot of this stuff isn't it's not like, they're not states yet. So like Colorado is not like a state. A lot of these are like different territories where it's kind of like Wild West, more lawless,
like Red Dead Redemption type.
Yeah, it's more like that.
It's like Arthur Morgan running around.
Yeah, he's chilling. So then, right around when the Civil War happens, like I said, Felipe's a brick maker, and Vivian is a farmer, and they decide that we're just gonna become bandits. So they start doing a couple crimes. So 1862,
as a couple.
This isn't the couple. This isn't the wife and him. This is his brother.
Okay, all right.
Him and his brother.
I don't know why I'm like dozing off mid. I think I have like the itis from that meal we just ate.
That was a good meal.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very good, dude.
I think I might have ate too much. You ever get the itis? You just eat a big meal and then you just.
That's tough.
I'm not falling asleep. But continue.
I know what you mean. Yeah, where it hits you after you eat. You're trying to stay alive.
Like twice now. I'm like, what the? What are you talking about? All right, so him and his brother are like, all right, we're not making. They become TikTok stars. So they're like the Island Boys or whatever.
Yeah.
They want to become viral.
Exactly. They're like, yo, let's become viral bandits. So 1862 in December, there's a priest from the town of Toas, and he reports a robbery. So what happened? There were 2 masked men who held up a wagon that was transportating a lot of his stuff, the priest's stuff. And there was the driver of the wagon. When they get held up, they take the stuff and they tied the driver up under the wagon. They whip the horse. The horses just go rolling, and this guy's just every bump they go over, just smacking his head on everything, just completely mangles his face. Somehow he survives, and he's able to describe the people who held him up, and it was the Espinoza brothers. So then in January 1863, there's this cavalry lieutenant Hart. He organized an expedition to try and get the Espinoza brothers, and that consists of 10 horsemen, him, and a U.S. Marshal, George Austin. So they went to go visit the Espinozas at their farmhouse. And it's weird because the first time they go, they were like, they didn't arrest them right away. They pretended to be like army recruiters, and they were like talking, and it went fine. There like wasn't any conflict or anything.
Probably trying to scope them out and see who was living there, and probably trying to get a feel for them or whatever. Yeah,
something was weird. But even like that, they left. They didn't even try and arrest them that day. Then 5 days later, they came back, and they just went straight to try and take him in immediately. The Espinoza brothers end up locking themselves in the house, and they start a shootout. And they have pistols, they have rifles, and they're even using bows and arrows to shoot at these guys.
It's just the 2 of them.
Just the 2 of them. It's like a crazy shootout. So it's going back and forth, like no one's really hitting each other. And And so then
when these two brothers are having a shootout with the police, I'm like, that's cool. That's whatever. When those two brothers in Boston a couple years ago, after that marathon bombing, I was like, these guys are terrorists.
That was disgusting. So they go. What was the last thing I just said?
I wonder if the Espinoza brothers inspired the Boston Marathon bombing brothers.
Yeah, we could do this.
They're like,
we could kill some people.
It's kind of the same story. Like, hey, these guys are on land that doesn't belong to them, and this is bullshit.
Let's take them out.
They became bandits. Yeah,
they became modern day bandits, dude. So they locked in the house, and then the guys who were trying to get in, like the group 10, or no, it's 10 and the lieutenant, the colonel. So there's 12 guys. They decided to light the house on fire. And so they light it on fire. The lieutenant, he takes out a pistol and he just the Espinoza brothers are like getting desperate now. So they're like firing back. The lieutenant took out a pistol and he's like shooting at him. He misses with every single shot in his first pistol.
Nice.
Takes out his second pistol and he goes to shoot it. It's jammed. He's pissed. He just throws it on the ground. That's when it decides to go off. It goes off. It hits him in his head. The guy who's shooting hits him in his head. He goes down.
He's dead.
He survives.
Wow.
But he's shot in the head. The Espinoza brothers, they escaped. There's like an icy lake, and they ran and they escaped into the San Juan Mountains.
This is like a Tarantino fucking movie.
Yeah, it even more so. It like more and more, it becomes like a movie. Like some of the stuff that happens here.
That is hilarious to be like, all right, no, just fucking burn it down.
Just burn them, dude. I don't care.
Fuck if that's even confirmed to them.
Take them out. Who cares who's in there?
They could have had kids in there with them. That is so funny.
So then the marshal broke his leg too, so he's hurt. There was a corporal there who, while this was happening, he was shot and he's dead. So it was just a shit show.
Yeah, the bad news bears of fucking handing out warrants or it was whatever the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, when they could have just taken him in the first day and it probably would have gone much better. They screwed it, and they could have prevented a lot of what happens here.
Also, these guys are savages. The Espinoza.
Oh, this is nothing. They get much crazier. But yes, they are savages, and they become even more savages. So yeah, they burned down the farmhouse. They're pissed. They like burned down everything, and then they confiscated all the property that they had in there.
The police confiscated, or the whatever force.
The Espinoza brothers, yeah, whatever they had, they took it. So then, after they escaped, Felipe and Viv, the Espinoza brothers, also call them Espinoza brothers, they stole 2 horses, and they were just on the run, living in the mountains for a while.
This is 1861.
This is, let me check. Sorry, I got a bunch of different pages of notes. No, this is around 1863.
So the war is still going on. Civil War.
Yeah. We're back, baby. Okay.
It is funny that like in the middle of the war, these dudes are just
causing mayhem.
Yeah, running around, just hitting licks.
Yeah. Well, you're going to think it's funny why they start to, I'm going to go over this right now, but why they start to kill people. Because before they were just
I'm gonna
bandits.
think it's funny why they start to kill people.
Yes, because it seems like a recurring theme.
All right.
A recurring theme in our episodes. So they stole the 2 horses. They're living in the mountains. What?
That was a poor joke. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Stole the horses, living in the mountains. One night, Felipe has a dream, and in that dream, the Virgin Mary appears to him, and the Virgin Mary tells him that him and his brother have to kill 600 Anglos. 600 white men, dude. We've noticed this a lot. There's a lot of angels telling minorities to kill white people.
Or schizophrenia, as we call it today. Yeah. A lot of undiagnosed mental disorders.
Yeah, they're like, okay, cool. And so...
I love the conviction. And all the guys we've talked about, they're all just like, yeah. None of them are like, am I crazy? Like, is this...
No, they're like, yeah, no,
they're all just like,
right.
This is a vision from God. I'm going to complete it. I'm good.
Okay, God, I guess I'll do it.
600, all right.
And this is so in Felipe's diary, his reasoning for killing the number 600 is that he had 6 relatives that were killed in the Mexican-American War. And in his head, he's like, oh, it's 600 because for every one of my relatives that was killed, I have to kill 100 white men.
God damn.
Yeah. So he's ready to go off.
It's a hell of a ratio. If every one of mine.
Yeah, 100 of yours.
100 of yours.
Yeah.
And I doubt he's going to be like differentiating between like soldiers. Like he's probably just killing 600.
Oh, he goes off. You'll see here. We'll get right into it, dude. He starts off with a place called Sawmill Gulch which today is called Dead Man's Gulch. That's where he gets his first victim, who's Franklin Bruce, and he's a sawmill worker. On March 16th, 1863, they shot him. They went and shot him, and after they shot him and killed him, they went up and they put a crucifix of sticks into the bullet hole where he was shot, because this is a mission from God.
Damn.
So goes.
That's wow. I mean, that's like today, like the cartels in Mexico, whatever, when they kill people and they leave like messages.
Yeah,
like,
exactly, dude. They're doing God's work.
That is insane to have that, like God sent me here
to kill white people.
To kill.
Hell yeah.
What a mission.
Crazy mission, dude. So then 2 days later, he's just nods. He's all right, cool. One down. I got to kill 600 of these guys. So on to the next one. 2 days later, he finds a lumberjack named Henry Harkins. And he goes into the guy's cabin and he shoots him in the head and kills him. And he's also found with 2 stab wounds to his chest. And once they were done with that, they got an axe and they just completely split his head open. So they just
desecrating bodies. Huh?
Yeah, they do that all the time. They won't just kill you. Once you're dead, they'll desecrate your body.
I mean, this is what y'all do, right?
Yeah, this is cartel activity.
Yeah, where y'all cut off people's heads and shit.
Yeah,
just to send a message.
Yeah,
you'll put it in the concrete barrels and shit like that of acid.
Yeah, dude, they need to send a message to the Anglos.
I wonder if these guys are like the Bill Russell and Wilt of like the cartels.
They pave the way.
There is no us there's no Chapo without these fucking guys.
Without Felipe. So and then a few days after that, so they're just going. They're not taking breaks, dude. There's a guy, James Adelman, who they killed. They killed him a little west of the Colorado Springs. So that's it from that area.
So what? And of course, like 4 days, they had like 3 bodies already.
Yeah, probably a little over 4 days. It was probably like a week, maybe. They killed those 3.
That's like old school. Like you ever watch? You see like the boxers records from like the
like 150, you know,
and they have like 90 fights in a year. And they're fighting every fucking week. Oh yeah, back in the day they had more drive. I don't know. Less distractions.
They had more heart back in the day.
It was after they killed. There was no like social media to take. All right, let's go feel like God again.
Back to work, dude.
Let's go feel that great feeling one more time. The most powerful feeling in the world.
So next, in April, they head to a town called Fairplay, and they find 2 men, one Jacob Binkley and Abraham Shupe, and they were camping a little bit outside of the city limits, and the Espinoza brothers caught him by surprise. First, they get Binkley, right? Yeah. Sorry, Binkley, not Tinkley.
Oh, okay.
Binkley.
I was say Tinkley is a pretty gay name.
I was like, why does that name sound wrong? It's Tinkley. Binkley.
You okay?
Jacob Binkley.
All right.
So they get him first. They find him. They shoot him in the back, and he immediately dies, just on the spot.
Also, I'm impressed with all the records they have of all these people.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, I can't figure out where the fuck my family is from to save my goddamn life.
I was surprised too. Yeah, they have like all these names of people accounted for. Like it's the Wild West.
God forbid we could figure out my family's real last name, but they got these random fucking assholes in the Midwest.
I
guess it's the West, right? Colorado.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Wild West, dude. So Binkley shot and he's killed on the spot. Abraham Shupe, he was stabbed 3 times. But he tried to escape, couldn't do it, just collapses and dies while trying to escape. So by the end of the month, they kind of started to lose track of the record. 3 more men were killed. One of them was shot. one of them had his head crushed under a rock, and the other one was killed. And when they killed him, they carved a crucifix into his chest.
God, these guys are like ISIS.
Yeah, dude.
Just they're trying to think like different methods of murdering people and shit.
Yeah, it's just ruthless, just every single way you can of just to like desecrate a body to kill them, and a lot of crosses and stuff. Because once again, it is for the Lord. They're doing this for
it's just insane.
The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
But I think back then God was more violent, right?
Yeah, this is like they're heavy Old Testament back then.
Yeah, all right. Because Jesus didn't become like or he's not in the Old Testament, but like God didn't become like a lover until like
New Testament,
right? Yeah,
yeah. Old Testament, he was kind of
go kill.
He was wild.
Rape doesn't matter.
Yeah, just do your thing, dude.
Just do it in my name and we're good. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, now he's more chill.
It's crazy to do those things, like to murder and be like, this is in Jesus' name.
This is in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Like, yeah, I guess the cartels do that when they pray to like the Madre de la Muerta. You ever see that shit? They pray to like the Santa Maria gods and shit like that.
Yeah,
I guess just wild.
It is nuts.
We should do that for comedy. We should pray to gods for our jokes.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
We should. I'm gonna start.
You do it first.
Kevin Hart does that, I think. Don't him and the Plastic Cup Boys like pray before every show?
Is that what they do?
I think I've seen videos of them like praying.
Yeah, but that's
stuff.
like that's like, dear God, thank you for. I'm talking about like actual like you split your hand with blood and shit. You like touching the thing and then you burn some incense.
Yeah, get to the show early so you could burn.
Yeah, I'm talking about some real shit. Like you gotta say some magic Spanish words or something like that. I don't think Kevin Hart is doing that.
Yeah, no, he's not doing that. He's just doing classic prayers.
Yeah. Jason, he's just boring shit. I can't do
I'm
it
down.
because I'm not.
I'll do it. Yeah, you're Jewish, so you can't.
We don't have anything like that.
He wouldn't listen to you. He would say, "You fucking dickhead!
You want more power? Oh,
you guys killed me.
Even more advantages. Okay,
you've got all you need, dude." So yeah, after those last 3 killings, people are freaking out, but they don't know. It's like some mysterious killer, and they don't know who it is. A lot of them think it's just one killer, and they name him the Axeman of Colorado. So that's how he got
powerful name.
Yeah, that's how he got that name. It was kind of like the brother because they're both doing it, both brothers, but Felipe is like the main guy.
It's like the DC sniper, but it was 2 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was called the DC sniper.
Yeah. Because, everyone thought it was just one dude.
And one of them was Jamaican.
Shameful, dude. You people shouldn't be doing that. That's fucked up.
You people. Wow.
You Jamaican people.
You guys are going across Colorado, sneaking in probably, and you're chopping up tax-paying Americans.
This is just a couple bad hombres, dude. And these weren't tax-paying Americans. These were wild Westerners.
They could have been paying taxes.
True. They could have.
Just, man, living back then would just suck. Goddamn.
Yeah.
All the other shit you're dealing with, and then I never heard of these guys. I had no idea that they were like.
Yeah, you have to deal with just the Wild West in general, and there's just fucking Mexican guys carving crucifixes into you when you die.
And the whole time, they're in Colorado, so they're not even dealing with the war. They're just getting updates like, these goddamn Northerners. They're
just dealing with. They're having their own war, dude. So, this is funny. There was this guy. Called him Mr. Foster. He was his last name Foster. So Mr. Foster, he arrived into this town called Alma, and everyone suspected him of being the Axeman. So they the town got together. They got a Frankenstein pitchfork rally going, and they drag him to this tree, and they're about to hang him. And at the last second, this minister came in and was like, calm him down. Like, whoa, what the hell are you guys doing, dude? You don't know it's this guy. And so he saves him. And so they just hung this random guy because they thought it was him.
I mean, yeah, you just want answers to that point.
Yeah, because they're all freaking out, dude. They're all like, it hasn't been that long, and there's just these nonstop killings.
I mean, yeah, fair play to that guy. You move to a new town, you don't know what's going on in that town before you get there. You have no idea these guys have some crazy conspiracy where they're all dying and shit.
He's like, yeah, Colorado seems nice. Let's see what's over there.
A lot of opportunity, yeah.
Then next thing you know, you're getting drugged to a tree in the middle of the town.
I wonder. This is around the time of the gold rush too, no? Or
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the groups of people that's kind of big in this, like at this time. Like New Mexico, there was a lot of
you moving over to Colorado to get some gold and shit. And we know what you did, you piece of shit. Like, whoa, what the
fuck? You got your pickaxe to do your fucking mining or whatever. They're like, that's the axe. We know it.
Like, whoa.
Get him. So now, people are freaking out. So Governor John Evans, he offers a bounty for the Axeman. And he assigns Colonel John Chivington to lead an infantry team to search for him and to kind of like look throughout the whole region, try and get whoever this Axeman is. And then Lieutenant Shupe. Does that name sound familiar at all?
I mean, you said it before.
Lieutenant Shupe. Well, that was his brother who was killed.
Okay.
So Lieutenant Shupe, he was also involved. He wants to find the Axeman too, and he offers to double the bounty out of his own pocket for whoever finds this Axeman.
Respect.
And around this time, so they're on the run. People, they can't find him. These guys are still on the move.
18. I would just kill someone, but that's him.
We got him here. This is the Axeman.
He was holding.
Give me my money now. Yeah, I know it's him.
I would do that. Take the money and then leave.
Yeah, see you later. And this the brothers. Up until this point, they had been using like revolvers and up close killing these guys. Around this time, they switched to using long range rifles, and they would shoot them from a distance. Once they shot them down, then they would go in, mutilate the bodies.
Okay, so they're decent snipers for real.
They're nice, dude. They're getting the system down. So,
I do respect that they're like trying out different methods.
Yeah,
they're like,
they stabbed some guys.
Yeah, we'll shoot some point blank. All right, that's a little. We'll back up a little bit, a little long range distance on it.
Yeah,
let's make sure he's dead. Go down with double tap. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, to get variety. I like that.
Yeah, this is another moment that I thought, I'm like, well, this sounds like it's like right out of a movie. It doesn't sound like this is literally out of a movie. There's this lumberjack named Matthew Metcalf, and he was riding his wagon, just minding his own business, and then he sees these two dudes just in the road, and immediately one of them just shoots him in the chest. Freaks out the horses, and they just go riding off with the body. So they can't go desecrate the body. Later on, they find we mentioned this later on, but they find Felipe's diary, and in the diary he writes about how he killed a man who was riding his wagon on this day. Turns out he didn't kill a man, because when he shot him in the chest, the Matthew had a copy of the Emancipation Proclamation in like a little booklet.
Wow.
In his chest, and it slowed down the bullet enough to save his life. Which is that's some corny thing that's like you've seen in so many movies. Like, oh yeah, sure, saved him.
That's Black Lives Matter, if you ask me.
Yeah, that dude. Wow, yeah, Lincoln fucking freed that white man right there.
Slavery saved that guy's life.
Yeah.
If there weren't slaves.
It would be funny if he had that there because he was like going to go complain. He's like, this is bullshit, dude. I need my slaves. And
wait till they get a load of that. He was prepared to have it at a rally.
And that's what turned him around. He's like, okay, you know what? Maybe they should be free. But not actually.
good on his horses that they just kept running the second they heard the pop. That's wild.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's his name? Diary? Like it's for public consumption. Anybody can just read it.
I don't know if it's public, but I don't think so. I know they found it and they have a lot of the stuff from there. Like that's how they got a lot of information on him and like who he's killed. I don't know if you could see the diary itself though.
So is he like we'll keep going. I have too many questions.
Okay, so after this, Matthew, the guy who was shot in the chest, he was able to report it and describe who it was, who shot him. After he reported it, there was a team of 8 men that was formed to try and catch the Espinoza brothers, and it was led by John McCann.
John McCain, dope.
So after this, they go back, that group of men, they go back to where this shooting happened, and they see like hoof prints and stuff, and they go and they start tracking. it leads them after. There. So yeah, they follow it, and like around that area, it leads them to this body. They find a body of some dude that was just completely mangled. Like you can't even recognize who it is. But one of the guys in the group can recognize who it is because it's his brother. Oh. So once again, another like movie, something straight out of a movie. Like the guys who were looking for him, they go and they find another body, and it's this is my brother. That's just found. Rough. Damn. Yeah, and he's just completely brutalized and like mangled.
And back then, you would have no idea he was even like missing. You would have no idea. It's like, I haven't seen him for a couple of days, but this is the fucking woods. That makes sense.
Well, that one wasn't even a couple of days because they like right after it was in a very short time span.
Yeah, so it's like Scream, where it's like a horror film, where it's like as they're searching for something else, they found
another body. Yeah.
All right. That's rough.
So then they go and they realize they're on the right track. So they keep going. After one day and one night of riding, they came across a campfire, like a camp and campfire with 2 horses. And so they're, okay, I don't know what's here, but there's probably some people here. At this campsite, some man just comes out and immediately they shoot him. Just some random guy. They shot him. They panicked. But they got lucky because it was Vivian Espinoza, the Felipe's brother. And he gets shot. Dead? And he gets killed. Yeah, they kill him. When this happens, Felipe escaped, and he's on the run. They lose him. Felipe turns around and starts to follow them when they lose him. While he's tracking them, he has his rifle, and he tries to shoot the guy who killed his brother. Goes to shoot him, misses by 3 inches. Just barely misses the guy. After that, they see where he's coming from, and he just goes on the run, and then he's gone for good. He's like just hits the road. That team of 8, they returned to the town, and they took all of the Espinoza brothers' loot that they'd been taking from everyone, and they got Felipe's diary. And up to this point, they thought, I don't know, maybe he killed around 12 people. They open up the diary, and in the diary is a letter to, I think it was the governor or the mayor or something, but there's a letter that was never sent, and it's Felipe confessing to killing 32 different people.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
So he's on a fucking roll. Dude.
And before this, it was still one person, or they knew it was 2.
Now they know it's 2, but they found out it was 2 when the guy who got shot in the chest.
When Matt got shot in the chest. All right,
that's when. Before that, they thought it was just the one Axeman.
Damn, that's crazy to be off by fucking 20. You think he has 12? He actually has 30 fucking 2.
Yeah, and maybe at least 32. There could be more. That's the minimum.
And that's still nothing compared to what his goal is. He's like, I'm trying to get
600. He's not even close. He's 120 for the way there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So after this, Felipe, he kind of needs a new squad. So he goes back to his family. He visits his family. He kind of goes back and forth where he visits him, leaves. At one point, he visits his family, and he recruits his... So they don't know this for sure. They think it was his 14-year-old nephew, Julio, to work with him. That's like the best guess of who this guy was. So his nephew, Julio...
What's the other guess? Just some random dude?
Just some other dude.
And his family, do they know what he's doing? Or no one knows...
They know he's a bandit. I don't think they know what he's like up to with all the murders and stuff.
Word. All right.
Yeah. So he gets Julio, and in the fall of 1863, there were at least 11 more killings reported that were attributed to Felipe. So they're like, this guy killed at least 11 more people, like that were reported.
Right,
so who knows? There could be more people just in the middle of nowhere that he killed that were attributed to something else. Or
so that's at least 43. He's up to.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Also, could be copycat and all that shit.
Yeah. True. There could be that. Who knows? So yeah, but we're guessing right now 43. I think that's a good estimate. On October 11th, 1863. Felipe and Julio set up this ambush, and when they set up the ambush, they were going to ambush this wagon. And a wagon comes by. They go to ambush it. In the wagon, there's a man Philbrook and his wife Dolores. When they go to ambush him, both of them take off in either direction. First, they go after Philbrook, the husband. They lose him, so they turn back and they look for the wife. When they go to look for the wife, they find a wagon with these two men in it, and they stop them. They're gonna kill them, and then they realize the two men are Mexican, so they let them go. But when this happens, they find Dolores under the wagon hiding, and they don't let her go. They tied her up, and he abused her, not in a good way.
What's a good way?
Mental. I think that's the best kind of abuse. He raped her and left her there.
Alive or?
She was alive. I don't know if he left her for dead or what, but she did survive. The Philbrook, the husband, he was running like a coward, and he made it to Fort Garland. And when he reached there, he reported what happened, and they find his wife, Colonel Tappan. He dispatched a patrol who went and they found his wife. And then from that, now they have another description of who's doing this. So it's more evidence of who they're finding, of evidence they're finding against this guy.
Man, that's a hell of an event right there. Though that's rough. Those two Mexican dudes, that turn of emotions. But all right, we're about to die. Oh, we're safe. Oh, thank God we're safe.
Yeah. All right. You could take this lady. We don't care. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can leave the lady. It's all good.
Just we're safe. Okay. Hey, you gotta take one for the team. I guess that's.
Yeah.
Would you leave her behind, or would you?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think I wouldn't, but.
What could you do?
You put a gun on my face and you threaten to kill me.
The Axeman, dude. The Axeman's been known. He's just been murdering people, dude.
Yeah. It's at that moment. It's like, oh, this is the guy who's been.
Yeah, and you don't know this lady. It's not your job to protect this lady. It's her husband ran, and you're supposed to protect her. No,
you're
dude.
a God-fearing man. You want to go to heaven. You want to protect your soul.
She tried to get you in trouble by hiding under your wagon.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You're like, you're on the run, lady. Get the hell out of here, dude.
So the 14-year-old also raped her.
I don't know if he raped her. He might have just helped tie her up. It didn't say that he also raped her.
Bad 14.
He might just be Robin. He's Batman and Robin, dude.
It's a hell of a Robin.
He's just the sidekick.
He's the D-Wade to LeBron. That's a hell of a D. That's a hell of a sidekick.
Yeah, he's so they're up to no good. So when after they reported this, they call in the big guns, dude. Like the town. They're like, you know what? I know who we need to catch the Axeman. This man that goes by the name of Thomas Tate Tobin, and he was a tracker, a trapper, and an Army scout. So he's the real deal.
A trapper, a tracker, and a cracker. You like that?
And he's the man. He's the guy who sent out to find Felipe. And when they told him that, he's like, all right, let's go. I'll go right now by myself. Let's go. And then they kind of like, whoa. No, these guys are nuts. You need some backup. So they forced him to bring like a team of 15 men. So he's like, whatever, dude. You losers can tag along, but I can do this by myself.
Must feel demoralizing. You're ready to go by yourself? Like, no, you need 15 guys.
These guys are monsters. He's like, whatever, dude.
They'll kill you by yourself. You need 15 extra fucking hands.
You need backup because you're a dork and a dumbass. So Tobin gets on their trail, and he follows them for 3 days and 3 nights. On the morning of the 4th day, he sees like signs that there's a camp up ahead. Like there's like these birds flying around over top, and he sees like smoke to a campfire. And when he sees that, he's like, okay, you 15 dudes, you stay back. I'm going to go take care of this. He gets his rifle and he just like crawls on his belly up to it to go find out what it is. When he gets up there, he sees 2 men sitting at a fire. When he sees this, Tobin gets his rifle and he shoots one of the men in the chest. That man ends up being Felipe Espinoza.
Damn.
So he shoots him. When he gets shot, he yells for Julio to run away. He's like, yeah, get out of here. I'm gay.
I'm gay.
So then after he shot once.
We need to run. We need to get out of here.
Fool, go fool.
Fool, if you LA accent, fool, get the fuck out of here,
man. So he tells him to run.
Or
so
it sounds like Canelo when they're in that. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's racist. I'm sorry.
That's funny. So, so Tobin, that first shot, he kind of like rushed because he's like, he just sees him sitting there. He's like, oh, I got to take a shot now. So he gets the shot. The second one, he takes his time and he gets another good shot on him. He falls over and Felipe is kind of like on the ground. He leans himself up against a tree to try and sit up and like breathe. When he sits up, the rest of the team comes in, the other 50, and they're just unloading on him, dude. They just light him up.
Like training day, at the end of training day.
Yeah. Yeah. They get it's like Scarface, dude. So after Tobin walks up to him, and he's somehow he's still alive.
Is that fighting Mexican spirit?
Yeah.
The Modelos.
So Tobin goes up to him, and he grabs him by his hair, and he lifts him up. And he says, do you know who I am? And Felipe responds, bruto, which just means brute. He's a brute. And then after he does that, he slits his throat, kills him.
Didn't even tell him?
Yeah, he's like, that's it, dude.
That's
done.
good enough guess. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's good. Later. So after this, Tobin went back to the colonel, and he just says, got him. And he's like, got what? And when he asked, got what, he pulls out this sack, and it has Julio's and Felipe's heads in it.
Oh, so they ended up catching Julio.
Yeah, they got both of them. Yeah, got their heads. After that, Felipe's head was preserved in a jar of alcohol for a while. And it was used as like a traveling act. Like, oh, this was the Axeman's head that went around. And then eventually it ended up on the desk of like this newspaper editor and then just disappeared. No one knows what happened to it.
How hyped do you think you would be in that scenario?
Chopping the dude's head off?
But like, to be like if someone was like, yo, there's a dude in 2K. There's a guy who plays 2K. We can't beat him. This guy is crazy. And I'm like, I could beat him. Watch this. And I go beat him. I'd be like, I fucking like.
2K was the craziest example that I can't relate to.
Yeah, that was a wild example. I don't know why I used 2K, but
yeah.
When someone says you can't do, like if you like,
I see what you're saying.
I can do that. I'll do it.
I think a fight would be cool.
I don't think you could do that, man.
Like, yeah, this guy's beating up 100 men in a row. No one could kill him. It's like, oh yeah, how about we fight? And then you kick his ass.
Yeah, like when Izzy and Pereira running back, and if Izzy wins, he'll be this guy to just show up with like 2 severed heads. I wonder how cool he was about it.
Oh, dude, he pulled the cool line where he's like, got him. He's like, got what? He's like, fucking check this out, dumbass.
But he was probably, I fucking got it. He was probably way more hyped than that.
You know what I got, motherfucker?
I told you.
Give me my bounty. Oh, God. So according to the author, Adam Jones, there was a preserved head found in the early 2010s, so very recently. It was found in the basement of Colorado's Capitol building, but it was incinerated before it could be analyzed. So You don't know if it was him or not. But, I mean, in Colorado, if there's a head in the Capitol building...
It makes sense, yeah.
It would make sense that it would be his.
This is like the third severed head we've had.
Yeah, lots of severed heads.
I think Nat Turner had a severed head that they thought was someone else's.
Vlad the Impaler's head was...
Yeah,
they preserved that one.
Reoccurring theme.
Yeah, the severed heads, the dreams of killing white people.
I mean, that's just that's good old fashioned.
That's the American dream.
If you come from a different, that's the immigrant American dream.
God, it's so funny. That's like, it's so common that it's like one of those things. It should be in like a dream interpretation book. It's like, yeah, I had a dream that Mother Mary came to me and said to kill the white man. It's like, oh yeah, that actually means you're stressed with work.
It means you're destined for greatness, actually. I mean, all the ones who've had this vision so far, they've all pulled through on it.
They do pull it off.
I gotta, God gave the right person that vision because they made it happen.
I bet there's some though that had that dream too, but we just don't hear about them.
Well, yeah, because they went and got help. They're like, I'm having some crazy dream. I'm supposed to murder the entire village. So.
Yeah, so that's not good. Yeah, you should.
Probably went to the priest, and the priest was like, "Yeah, don't do that. That's gonna bump with our morals." So in total, he ended up catching. It's probably north of 50. I'm guessing.
That's what we estimated around. Yeah,
50 plus.
Who knows? 40s, 50s, somewhere in there.
Impressive for given the time and all that stuff. And then I don't know. I feel like I could have got more.
So what was he? Back then, that's too. It's like playing basketball back when we make this comparison a lot. Playing basketball back when they dribbled with the palm of their hands. And
if I went back there, I would have averaged.
Yeah, you would have been the greatest of all time.
But also, you don't ever had like when you see like a mass shooting, you're like, I could have got more than that.
I think that, but I think I could have escaped.
Ooh, the escape is interesting. I never think that.
Yeah,
I'm always like, if this pops out wherever I am, I'm done for.
Oh, dude, in college, I used to wear every day at school. I used to wear running shoes at my community college because
for that reason.
And yeah, every class I would have an escape plan. Like I had an economics class, and there was this kid in my class who was like 400 pounds, dude. He was so big, and I made sure to sit next to him because in case there was a shooter, there was like a back door, and I would use him as a shield, and I would sneak out the back door. Yeah, I had it all planned out.
That's how. I forgot who was in the car with Biggie when he died, but they survived. Biggie got shot like 60 times, but the guy next to him, nothing touched him.
Dude, that's what I would have done, and I would have made it out perfectly fine.
No scenarios. It has to go case by case. It depends. If it's like a supermarket, I feel like there's a bunch of aisles.
You could escape.
I could be okay. But if it's like a classroom and someone walks in there, I mean, where am I gonna go?
You gotta fake. You gotta play dead.
And really drop like a limp. I always think the opposite. I'm like, if I was the shooter, I could, whatever number they get, I could, add like a 0 to that. And
that's because you have problems, dude. That's because you're mentally ill.
Well, I'm competitive. I want to be the best in anything I do. That's
when I see a school shooting and I see the kids like walking out after. I'm like, dude, I could act better than that. You're barely crying.
You gotta make me believe it.
Believe this happened, dude.
But we gotta stop if we get banned. And
before we have to pay $1 billion to fucking
insane
pull Alex Jones, dude.
$1 billion. This was fun. Interesting that they made it like a family thing.
Yeah, that was good, dude. You gotta get the family involved.
I wonder how much of a heart of a sell. I mean, obviously, Viven, it was probably like, I'm in this with you. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But his nephew was probably like I don't know how he sold that to him.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you in some years. I've been out and about. You might have noticed. What have I been doing, you ask? I've been killing white people.
It probably wouldn't be too, but it's like after the Mexican-American War, it's like there's these white dudes like taking over their land. So it probably isn't it's like getting an angsty teen to join ISIS. It's like, yeah, I want to join ISIS.
Yeah. That's rough. I mean, again, 2 years to lose everything you had is
yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. If I was in fucking, I don't know, some Middle Eastern country and it was like just a shitty country, and I was like
all of them.
Yeah, and I was
just name a Middle Eastern country.
I'm like in the desert living in the cave, and I'm seeing like America, like McDonald's and stuff,
girls with fat asses,
rap
twerking.
music. I'm like, dude, yeah, let's do 9/11. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, if you are being told that what you're doing, like you got to pray 5 times a day, and you have to do those things.
Yeah,
and you look on your computer or whatever, and you see this fucking freedom over here. You see what's going on with the big bosses. Yeah, that has to just send
Also, if like those guys over there who like have it so good, and you're like at your cave wedding, and it just gets bombed by a drone, you're like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
What are we doing? I'm joining ISIS now.
And there's no nothing happens. The repercussions of like a wedding bomb is just like, all right, well,
yeah,
you look like those other guys.
Yeah, whoops, my bad, dude.
Shave your fucking chin strap beard and wear some different clothes.
Yeah,
change your look up.
Learn sambo and to fucking join the UFC, or you're gonna get bombed, dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of making a case for terrorists right now, so it's not good.
Well, dude, yeah, we are kind of sounding.
Well, if you are woke enough, if you're woke enough, you do
see what we're saying.
You must agree with terrorists, right? Because if you're woke enough,
so, yeah.
terrorists are just marginalized people who are fighting against fascism or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's this, dude. It's the same thing as like. Actually, I probably wouldn't join ISIS because it is the equivalent of joining the army out here. I would be like, fuck, that's fucking. I don't want to do that.
I wouldn't join it because it's gay.
I'm gonna chill in my cave, dude.
So there's a bunch of dudes.
I don't even get a Hellcat, dude. I get a fucking one of those Flintstone cars where I have to drive it with my feet. That's what they give out in ISIS, dude. The Flintstone mobile.
That's funny as fuck. God damn.
That's. I mean, do you know like the like those dragons in China where like the people like go under it and it's like the dragon? I'm picturing like a rocket, one of those, and like the like the Middle Eastern rockets are just like one guy in the front with a grenade and they're just running like that and he just opens it up and runs into him with a fucking grenade in his hand.
God, living over there would fucking suck.
That would suck.
I guess I've been there technically. Well, I don't know if Israel counts as the Middle East. That place was nice. Israel was like...
It was cool.
They had like running water and stuff.
That's nice, dude. It's better than Flint, Michigan.
They had like windows and stuff. Yeah,
they got it all, dude.
It was nice. But when I imagine those other places, I'm like, I just imagine like a
just
guy
dirt
with like a rock. Yeah, just
yeah. I picture houses that I could make if I was stuck in them. You know what I mean? Like it was like if you put me back, if you give me, let's say I'm immortal and I'm just stuck on Earth, I could never make this civilization, dude. America. I think I could make like Iraq.
I could make Afghanistan.
Yeah, dude.
Rub some dirt on myself and start smacking women around. Yeah. It's fucked.
Make a sheet, dude.
That's funny as fuck. I could never recreate America, but I could recreate the Taliban. Oh man. All right, should we end this?
Yeah, that was good.
This was. I learned a lot.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna look these guys up some more to see what you left out. This was nice.
Hell yeah.
If you listen to that, you can hear the faint music of the Estonian national anthem as it's crescendoing in.
Yeah, what's Estonia like? Can we make Estonia, dude?
It's like Russia, I think.
I want to look into Estonia now because I don't know anything about it.
Just the dopest flag.
Flag's dope.
Shout out Tonis, I think that's his name on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Who DM'd us. I don't know enough about the country. I just know that if Russia tries anything,
if they try, we're gonna go over there and kill Russia,
we're gonna
dude.
Fuck Putin, you piece of shit.
But if you're friends with Russia, then sorry, Russia.
Yeah, then we're all on board.
All right, dude. Plugs.
Relax and laugh. Leave a review also if you made it this
leave a
far.
review, like, review. Follow us on all the social media. Yeah. I'm on Instagram, Logan J. Quiroz. TikTok, it's probably the same thing, Logan J. Quiroz.
You got some shows coming up?
Not really, dude. I don't have shit. What we're like San Diego next month. This month I have.
This month.
I keep getting offered shows like on the same. It's pissing me off, dude. I'll finally get a weekend of shows. I'm like, hell yeah. And then I'll get like 2 more people to offer me shows the same weekend. I'm like, I'm out of town now. You offer me these when I'm in town.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of New York. You could do like 10 shows in one night, right?
Yeah.
Out here, you do 1 show a night.
It's dumb as hell.
Or if you're like me, you do no shows a night.
No shows a month.
God, I hate comedy.
God, comedy's gay as hell.
Let's stop this.
All right, yeah. We're done. All right, guys. Later.
Shout out Estonia.
Shout out Estonia. Shout out Barack Obama.
A Barack, a baby.
Barack, a baby. Later.
Peace.